how I manifested my dream car. I manifested my dream car, and it was so magical. So in 2016, I didn't have any money like that. I just, things weren't, I didn't have a good foundation just yet in my life, right? And I was trying. I had, 2 jobs or whatever, and had got out of the military probably like, a year and a half prior, right? So I was getting rides to work, and then I eventually went to a dealership. Me and my wife, we went to a dealership. We thought we were getting one car. My grandfather had, loaned me the down payment on the car. And we thought we were getting one car because that's what we got approved for. Now, we had a growing family at the time, so we went for a truck. And we went for a Dodge Durango. That's what I wanted at the time. That was before the, I forgot what the car is now that everybody goes crazy for. Anywho. And I just randomly said, like, dang, like, as we were walking in with the check, we already did the paperwork and all of that stuff. Did the paperwork, but we already knew how much it would cost and all of that stuff, right? Ended up getting like a Chrysler 200. So as we were walking inside of the dealership, it was a Dodge Challenger right there, and it was a Hellcat. And I said, man, I just said it out loud, like, man, that thing sure looked good, or something like that. And the dealer, the car salesman turned around and said, you like it? You want it? I can get it for you. Mind you, they had just told me and my wife that the Durango was too much car. And it was, all things considered, it was like, I think it's like $38,000, maybe $40,000. But anywho, they said that was too much car, so we picked out the Chrysler, came back, and when we came back, I'm skipping. So he said, you want it? I said, man, you playing, man. Stop playing. And he was like, for real, I can get it for you. I can do this. I can do that. Man, we gave the man the money for the one car, and we walked out of there. The bad credit, and I'm talking about credit was bad. Like, listen, 5, nah. My credit was terrible, you hear me? So we got the one car, and we walked out of there with the Challenger as well. Or drove out of there, I should say. That was one of the craziest, most magical feelings and things that has ever happened. I'm talking about out of thin air. No money down. The car payment was even sweet. It was expensive, but it was just amazing. It was amazing. I was like, I'm not about to turn down this car, whether it's, whatever. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way, man. The drive back was like just a dream. It was a dream, having a car, and it felt real, because it happened, obviously. But what ended up happening was the car ended up going, because again, one of my previous videos, might be a little card if I even know how to do that, but one of my previous videos, I was talking about negativity. Now at the time, my grandfather, he he was rough. So when we got it, I came back to his house and he seen it and he was like, I thought you only, was supposed to get one car, blah, blah, blah. You got two cars. How? I tried to explain to him. Didn't make sense to him. He thought I had like pulled wool over his eyes or something like that. And the amount of money, it wasn't that much money that he gave me, all things considered. He gave me, I can be honest, he gave me $3,000 for the down payment, which, I paid him back for. But he just was like, what? You told me that, you were getting one car, da da da. So it was a whole bunch of negativity surrounding the manifestation itself. And so I can tell you how I manifested it. I manifested it by every single day, I would go to Dodge's website, and I'm sure they still have this feature because most car websites have this feature, right? And when you go to the actual manufacturer like Mercedes or, whatever your car, you can even do it with like Rolls Royces, honestly. Hey, anywho, so every single day I would sit there and I would build the car. I would build it. And not only would I build it, I would love building it. It was not boring to me. I would build it and I would be sitting there for hours, different variations, different leather, the brown leather like this, for example, like red. It was crazy, and I would just see myself. I would be visualizing while I was woke. So it wasn't quite sats, right? It wasn't sats at all, actually. It was using my conscious mind, and it would seep into my subconscious. So much so, I would do it before bed sometimes, but it wasn't always before bed. So it wasn't really sats. It was when I would be home in my free time after work, building a car. What am I doing? I'm not playing a game. I'm not doing none of that stuff. And while I had my times of doing that, I would do a lot of, building the car, at least for like 30 minutes to an hour. And my wife says I did this obsessively every single day. And I said, I don't even know how long it took. She said it took 30 days. All things considering, that's not a long time. That's quite fast to manifest a whole car for essentially nothing. Not for essentially, but for nothing, like for free. I got that car for free. I had to pay the payments, obviously. But even the payments were deferred. Somehow they were deferred for the first, I think, like 60 days. It was crazy. It was ludicrous. Like, it made no sense, right? But I would do it every day. I would see myself in it. My wife said, because I used to be a YN, my wife said that I would visualize myself going out like, yeah, man, I can't wait, shorty. I'm gonna be out there, like, can't wait. I'm gonna be dragging. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Like, yeah, wait till they see me. Wait till they see me pull up in this, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna be fresh. I'm gonna get out like, hey, what's up? Like, I would do all of it. And she would hear and she'd be like, oh, man. But I got it. So no matter what it looks like to everybody else, right? That's never the thing. But the point is that you have to, of course, feeling is the secret, but you have to do things obsessively for your desires. And while that might not be true, people might not think it's true, but that's all visualization is. It's visualizing something obsessively. That's all affirmations is. It's affirming obsessively. Now, I'll get into that in another video. But affirming or having positive speech or speak or positive talk to yourself internally. Okay? So that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I didn't write anything down. I didn't script. I didn't know. I was building. So you can do it right off your phone or your computer if you have one. If you want a car right now, build that joint. Build that joint. Keep building it. Keep building it. Keep building it. Keep seeing yourself in it. Keep You ain't gotta go out like, whatever, but hey, people gonna see you when you drive it. Hey, maybe you pulling up to the gym, maybe you pulling up to the grocery store, maybe whatever it is. Hey, listen, I'm hopping out. I'm looking at how everybody see me. Like, yeah, you see it. I am. Yeah. I'm like that. Yeah, I'm that. Oh, you ain't know. You ain't gotta know. But listen, I'm not even tripping off you. You see what I'm driving? I'm getting back in that thing. Getting back in that spaceship. I used to call the Challenger the space. I'm getting back in that spaceship, baby. About to hop in that spaceship. Where you want to go? So that's all I did. But you gotta know it. You gotta see it. You gotta know it. Visualizations look different. It's not all about sats. I'm not shooting down sats, of course, because that's, as they say, Granddaddy Neville. But again, it's still visualizing. I just did a open-eyed, visualization. And I really felt it so strong, so vehemently, like, I'm gonna get this. This behind, like, what? I'm shining, all that. All right, so listen, I'm not your conventional, your typical, your average. I mix a little bit of infantry with a little bit of Baltimore, with a little bit of Neville, with a little bit of Napoleon, with a little bit of law of assumption, with a little bit of law of action. It all worked together for the good. It all works together for the good. All right. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be back. Y'all going to be back. You going to be back. I know it. All right. I'll see y'all next time.